Gotta catch 'em all. My name is FD, the shiny hunter. I'm always ready, hunting Shelmet and Karrablast. Yeah, that's my game. I'm on YouTube, staring in my own fame, searching through the grass in pixelated lands with my trusty controller. I got it all in my hands. I'll shiny hunt 'em all. Gotta get those sparkles, the thrill of the chase. It's a gleaming marvel. The neon lights gleam as I enter the night. Lost in the pixels, everything feels so right. I'll travel far and wide, no time to rest. Every shiny car, a treasure, the very best. The very best.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Hefty. How you all doing? Welcome on in. Happy Saturday. What's going on, Phantom, Mino, Ranji the OG, Big Cheese, something, dark side. May the 4th be with you too, Cheese. What's up, Mighty Munchkin, Hassan, Storms, Daniel, Jorge? What is going on? Good to see you all here. Thank you for hanging out. Let me get the music turned on and we're gonna get started because I want to get this shiny. This has been way too long. We're gonna hit double odds today. How you all been? Still in a Reggie still. Are you killing me, Phantom? Or are you kidding me? Are you killing me? Are you kidding me, Phantom? May the 4th be with you as well, Mighty Munchkin. Jorge, you are back. You are back. Haven't really had the motivation to do any shiny hunting lately, but yesterday did get a Shelf Ani Machoke. Congratulations on that, Hassan. I haven't done a lot of shiny hunting in the last few days myself. Um, Everyone's been talking about it for the last few weeks. My friend Shiny's finally convinced me to give it a try. I've been heavy into the old Poke Rogue the last few days. Heavy into the Poke Rogue. Duplicate Shalfa, but at least that Machoke is a good shiny. It is a good shiny. Yeah, Cheese, I know you've been playing it too. It's a fun game. I gotta hand it to them. I'm typically not a huge fan of fan made games based off of Pokemon. Uh, but I think they did a pretty good job. Geef, Mr. L, good to see you. It's been a while, and may the 4th be with you as well. I would be a bad um, proponent of comic books if I didn't also mention that today's not only May the 4th be with you day, but it is also Free Comic Book Day. If you have a local comic book shop, head on down to said local comic book shop today. You can get some free comic books. You're close to being a run. Dang, furthest I've gotten so far is 110. Um, what I've been focusing on myself is like priority number 1, catching anything I don't already have. Priority number 2, catching duplicates to increase the IVs. I'm not focused so much on the longevity and beating the run yet. I'm just trying to get the best stats I can for the Pokemon at the moment. I've got probably about a dozen Pokemon that are almost at full IVs, like, you know, 3 or 4 31 IVs, and the other ones are at like 29 or 30. Um, so that's kind of been my focus. Either that or that's just pure copium that I can't get further than 110. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Shiny hunting event. I wanted to go for one of the special targets. Blossom. That's a great shiny. Blossom's a fantastic shiny. Oh, I'm sorry I missed it, Mino. Let's see here. Guess how many drawings you prepared for today? Is it 4? Oh yes, yeah. I've been catching the bosses, cheese. I've been definitely catching the bosses. You went to the beach at Blueberry Academy because you figured if you get a Grookey, you need one more for the line, so it's a win-win. It's perfect. Perfect. Well, I hope you get it, Hassan. Good morning, Eric. How are you? And Eric, hey, Eric, happy birthday. Can we get some birthday hype in the chat for Eric? Oh, you had to teach Tyler that. Yeah, basically, I think the only thing you can't catch, right, is trainer Pokemon. If you're in a trainer battle, you can't catch them. Everything else you can. Clearing the daily gets you a good ticket. I haven't messed with the daily yet. Tell me about the daily. How does that work? What is it? On this day, the universe said, "I choose you," and we're forever grateful. Happy birthday, Eric. Hey, he may be the worst Chem Nation fan, but he's one of the best Hefty fans, and that's all I care about. Uh, oh, you end up getting 4 shiny Grookey, 1 sandwich, and 0 Blossom. Wait a second, this is sounding familiar. I'm having a little bit of deja vu. When did that happen? I feel like I talked to somebody about this last Sunday. 50 floors, random Pokemon. Okay, 50. And when you say random Pokemon, you mean like my team's random? You got Deancey and Pogo yesterday? Very nice. I barely made any progress on that research so far, but I already have a Deancey, so I'm not too concerned. It's just I don't want to say just. I mean, it's still a mythical, but it's not a shiny Deancey, right? It's just another chance to get a Deancey for your living decks. Did it have any special moves or anything? You get 3 random starters. Okay, interesting. 50 floors, 3 random starters. No, not shiny? Alright. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Cheese. I'm having a little bit of an issue right now playing Pokerogue, and it's such a particular and unique issue. I don't even know if anybody can help me here. So, I hooked up the old PlayStation 4 controller to the laptop yesterday so I could play Pokerogue using the PS4 controller, and I cannot figure out what button to press in order to access the menu. So every time I get like an egg voucher, I have to literally unplug the controller and use the keyboard to get into the menu to get the eggs. I don't know if anybody knows that. Um, it was last week, but there's more to the story. Gotcha. What is my favorite colors? I would say blue and black would be my favorite. Prepared 2 drawings, one traditional, the other digital, metallic combination of 4 brains and Boombox Beast. Do you want to check them out? Absolutely. You know I do. So, Mr. Eric, do you have any big plans for today? Start, share, and the home button. Um, I've tried start, I've tried share. Which one's the home button? Is that the like the touchpad screen? Like the big old rectangle squishy part, top middle? Or are you saying click all those at once? There's more to the story. I got you, son. Yeah, I've tried each individual button. I haven't tried any button combos. All right, let's see what we got for mine now. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that scissor. Look at that Metagross. Mino, you knocked it out of the park again. Good job. Should be single input. Yeah, I've tried each individual button. I can't get anything to access the home menu. I might try later on with a Switch controller, see if that helps out. So you found a Blossom Outbreak because you didn't want to go to the beach and risk getting another shiny rookie. Makes sense. Using Academy Special to boost your odds without Sparkling Power. Okay. Yeah, I saw the Noivern, and I couldn't remember if that was new or not. But yeah, that was the one that you were working on the background, right? Yeah, that looked great, Mino. And the Metagross looks really good. I didn't remember seeing the Scissor before. Turns out there's always a singular rookie right next to the Outbreak. I see where the story is going, Hassan, and I don't like it. Chrissy, good morning. You're new. Well, welcome on in. Afshot? Let me know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. Afshot? You don't like rookie anymore? I can't blame you. But yeah, Appshot, welcome on in. Thank you for popping in. Always nice seeing you face. Hope you're having a good day. We're just looking for a shiny Karrablast or Shelmet. This is the 5th day we've been doing this. We've done a combined total of, what, 2,330 something. I can't do math this early in my brain. Anyway, we're over odds on getting a shiny. We're gonna hit double odds here very soon if something doesn't shine. We're definitely gonna hit double odds today if nothing shines. Is this Scarlet and Violet? This is Sword and Shield. This is the Gen 8 games. Hey, Geep, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Hope you have a great day. Scissor's Japanese name is Hassan, which is 2 letters off your own name. That's true. Which makes sense because Scissor is one of my favorite Pokemon, and you're one of my favorite people. Rivals Week on Pogo today to get regionals. Ooh, tell me about that, Mighty Munchkin. I don't know what that is. It's Gen 7. Get out of here, Intelligence. Good to see you, bud. A Forrest Gump of Pokemon generations, if you will. That's right. Gen 8. Gen 8. That took me way too long to get. Star Stay. So what is it? What's the Rivals Week? What does that involve? Well, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are Gen 7 games on the Switch. That's correct. But Sword and Shield are Gen 8. You seen the struggle? It's early, Cheese. It's early. I'm still working on my coffee. Top tier joke. Just took me way too long to get it. Oh, Big Cheese. I was playing around on YouTube this morning just to see, if there's anything new. P shot, AP shot, and not and wait, blah blah blah. See, I can't even talk. It's a P shot, A and P, not app shot. Okay, a P shot. Gotcha. Well, welcome on in. Thanks for hanging out. Cheese, I was just playing around on YouTube this morning. It seems like every time I get on YouTube, they put more videos out. So I'm constantly feeling like I got to catch up. And I got recommended a channel that I think you would like. The channel is called Obscurest Vinyl. Obscurest Vinyl. I would recommend checking that out. Tiger Lover, good morning. Finally got the Kangaskhan. I saw that. Congratulations, McTelligence. That's amazing. I'm looking forward to getting back into that race with Amber Dysart of the Dysart universe. Finally get that shiny Kangaskhan in a Premier Ball. In fact, geez, I'm going to DM you one of their videos so you can see why I think you would like it. Yeah, I just sent it to you. Chance for shiny Karrablast is 140.96. If I didn't have the shiny charm AP shot, that would be correct. But I do have the shiny charm, so each one of these Pokemon has a 1 in 1365 chance of being shiny. No, I no longer have to deal with Lele DAs. I'm so jealous, McTelligence. I can't wait to eventually get that Tapu Lele. Billy, good morning. Regionals are Durant, Heatmore, Zangoose, Viper, Throw-in Sonic. Okay, so regardless of where they typically spawn, I would be able to catch all those this week. That's awesome. Because, yeah, I think I do need some of those for my living decks and Pogo. Are those going to be in the wild, or is it going to be raids only? You got this live by the Shiny Galarian Farfetch video. Wow, blast from the past. Well, thanks for checking that out. Yeah, back when I was starting up the channel, a lot of what I would do before I would start streaming on the regular was upload my shiny clips for my Switch. Yeah, I mean, Hassan, we've had a pretty good win-loss record with Lele. It's not a tough battle, but I mean, 145 checks. I'm not built with I'm not built like you. That's my fragile, tender little body can't handle going that far over odds on Dynamax Adventures. Wild and raids. That's awesome, Mighty Munchkin. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah, geez, I thought you'd appreciate that. I also sent that to Shinies. I thought it'd be right up his alley too. I don't know why. I opened up YouTube and it was the first recommended video. I don't know what that means. I don't know what YouTube thinks of me. I don't know what I was looking at on YouTube to get that suggested to me, but I'm glad it happened. All right, come on, Shiny. Isn't that typical Nick Weekend Adventure? I mean, I'm pretty sure that he was the inspiration behind that song. On specific days, the regional shinies is boosted. Oh, nice. I mean, that'd be great to not only get something I haven't been able to copy before, but then also get shiny at the same time. That's happened to me once. I don't know if anybody else has ever had this happen. In Pokemon Go, right? I think it was a Go Fest a few years ago. And a few friends of mine and I were running around town doing raids for all the legendaries. And I didn't have there's a lot of legendaries at that point I didn't have. I don't even mean shiny, I just mean in general. I still need to catch them because typically I'm by myself and it's hard to do a legendary raid by yourself. But there's a Regigigas and I was like, hey guys, I need a Regigigas. Can we do this raid? And they're like, yeah, dude, why not? I'm like, thanks, dudes. And so we did this Regigigas raid so I could catch one just to have one. I didn't even have any Regigigas at that point. And we beat it and it showed up shiny. So for a long time, the only Regigigas I had in Pokemon Go was a shiny one. I didn't have a regular one. Christy, I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'll be doing better when this Pokemon shines. Now we gotta wait for the bottom switch. Ugh, this is frustrating. So does that regional thing, Mighty Munchkin, does that start today? Does it start at a particular time? Because I'm going to be running around town later on today. I got to head over to the comic book shop for free comic book day. That'll be a nice chance for me to pick some stuff up. You hatched a Raikou? Dang it, I haven't gotten anything good out of eggs. I mean, I've gotten stuff to help with, completing my starter list, but I still haven't gotten any shinies. I haven't gotten any legendaries. The best thing I found in the game, and it's probably not even that good, it just, in my mind it was good, was yesterday I found a Snorlax boss, and I caught it, and I was really excited about that. Oh, and I got a Lapras yesterday. I got a Snorlax and a Lapras, and I was really happy about that. Starts at 10 a.m. today. Thank you, Mighty Munchkin. I appreciate that. I may know a decent amount about the traditional mainline games, but my lack of knowledge for Pokemon Go is sad. So I appreciate you guys always letting me know what's going on in Pokemon Go. That's literally the best thing you found. I'm still upset that I haven't gotten any shinies. Like, I've been putting off using that egg machine with the increased chance of legendaries. I haven't even touched that one. I've only been getting eggs out of the shiny one because I feel like I need to get a shiny, and at this point I don't even care what it is. I just have to get a shiny. Yeah, Skeledirge I've heard is really good. I added that to my team starting last night. What I've been doing, Cheese, get this. This has been pretty crazy, is I've been running the last 2 days with my first Pokemon in my party being a plus attack Technician Meowth. Because it has Fake Out. It starts off with Fake Out. And Fake Out is, if you guys don't know what Fake Out is, Fake Out has top priority. It always goes first. It's 100% accurate. And it has a it's a guaranteed flinch on the opposing Pokemon. Well, but the downfall is that it's only a 40% base attack. But because Meowth has Technician, which takes the base attack of any moves under 60 base, or equal to or under 60 base attack, and multiplies it by 1.5. And since it's a normal type, so it gets same type attack bonus on the Fake Out, which multiplies it by 1.5. That Fake Out guaranteed flinch, guaranteed to go first, is a 90 base attack power. So I do that. It always goes first. The Pokemon flinches, and I follow it up with like a Payday or a Scratch, and it knocks out like basically everything other than Rock, Ghost, and Steel. So that's helpful not only for like battles, but also for like catching. Like I'll use a Fake Out. It'll usually take it to below half health, and then I just start throwing Pokeballs, and that's been very helpful for me going through. And it's also got really good speed. And the speed gets better once it evolves into Persian. So that's what I've been rocking. You got through 2 of your almost famous players' performances, and you have 1 more to go tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Nice. Shiny Starly, congratulations, Hassan. The Shiny Machines, okay, so the Shiny Machines 164. You said there's potential for shinies out of both. So in the increased legendary chance one, what are the odds in that machine? Is it also 164 or is it something else? Yeah, what are you going for in PLA, Hassan? Anything particular, or just running around the map looking at the alphas? Any ones you don't have, nice. So you're just running the map, seeing what you can find. Ah, Chrissy, that's very nice of you to hug everybody. What do I play Poké-Rogon? Most of the time on my laptop, but sometimes, because I am quickly getting addicted, I'll play it on my phone as well. Since it's just it's a browser game, there's no software or anything you need to download. 1 in 128. Okay, so 1 in 64 in the shiny egg vendor, 1 in 128 in the increased legendary odds one. Gotcha, thank you. Scyther, Lopunny, Golbat, and Magikarp. Well, I hope you find all 4 on one run today, Hassan. Also, Oleg Studios, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. And thank you to our new sub, whoever that is. I saw that one from 1609 to 1610, so thank you very much for the sub. If you want to let me know who you are, I'd like to thank you in person. Where is the shiny? I can't believe we've gone this far over odds. We're going to hit double odds here very quickly. The last hunt we did, which was Kabutops versus Omastar, we got the Omastar in 295 checks. 590 overall. Now, here we are, closing in on 2,400. Always a pleasure to join the stream. Always a pleasure to have you here. Oh no, double odds. What's up, Reeves? How you doing today, bud? Well, that's very sweet of you, Chrissy. Reeves, I feel like I was a little mean to you last weekend. I feel like I teased you just a little bit too much, and I just want to apologize. I hope you know that I really appreciate you hanging out. And I appreciate your giant brain. And sometimes I'm jealous of that giant brain, and that's why I tease you. You have to beat Larry later. I did a run this morning, and I got to... it was just a quick run. I was trying to knock something out real quick, just trying to catch a few more things, see if I can get some better IDs. And Larry was the gym leader at round 30, and I didn't beat him, but that was the first time I'd seen Larry. I beat Brock last night. He was, I think, round 90 or 95. That was the first time I'd seen him, too. So are all the gym leaders in the game, I'm assuming? I am a scruffy and nerf herder. May the 4th be with you to everybody here. Bronzor Beldum, 2 genderless steel psychic types. What are the chances? Yes, and all Elite Fours? Okay, nice. Yeah, because the first handful of runs I did, all I saw was some Gen 5 gym leaders. I think that was it. I think I was probably a dozen runs in before I saw anyone other than Gen 5 gym leaders. Gen 5 gym leaders. You want almost triple odds on both. Yikes. Well, I mean, it could be worse, right? I could be hitting quadruple odds on a 1 in 64 hunt. That would be embarrassing. Your luck is insane. Very true. Back to back to back E4s. Yikes. Need that Thunderous to balance it out. Congratulations again on that. Oh, McTelligence, I am very well aware about going over odds on a Crown Tundra Reggie. 16,840 for Reggie Drago. Thankfully, my Regieleki was, I believe, 1,073. Even then, I was like over, I don't know. Someone do the math to me real quick. Or do the math to me. Someone do the math for me real quick. Add together 16,840 plus 1,073 and then divide that by 4,096. No. Do this. 16,840 plus 1,073, and then divide it by 2. It's still going to be over double odds. Yeah, 8956.5 was my average between the two. How insane is that? Even getting Regieleki and 1,073 checks, my average between the two was still almost 9,000. Thank you, Reeves. Zagged, exactly. Regidrago is the worst Dragon Ball. Why didn't I just get it in 158 like Chem? Reeves? You know, I started this out by apologizing to you, Reeves. I just want to point that out. Thank you, Mighty Munchkin. And thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate you. Crunchybug currently winning with 48% of the vote. So I'm probably going to regret saying this, but I mean, we're on day 5 here. We're closing on double odds. I feel pretty confident that we're going to get a shiny in today's stream. And I think it's probably going to be by the halfway point of the stream. I could be totally wrong. I just have this feeling. If that's the case, if we do get this shiny, you know, with, let's say, at least an hour left in the stream, what we'll do is we'll just start dual hunting the other one. All right, here we go. Check 1,200 and 1,200. Total of 2,400 checks here. No shiny. Or if they both shown at the same time, then I would be the king of YouTube and everyone would love me. And we would get like 3 new subs. Yeah, son, your Regieleki was incredible. Especially that Registeel. Regirock was the only one that gave you slight trouble. Yeah, okay, yeah, that did go a bit over odds. I mean, relatively speaking, I think going, you know, almost 1,500 over odds isn't terrible when you're talking about a 140.96. It's annoying, but it's not crazy, you know what I mean? It's still fairly close. Yeah, I know what you mean, Intelligence. So I got my shiny Mew, which was a 1 in 8192 hunt, in 1,763 checks. I got my shiny Celebi, which was a 1 in 8,192 hunt, in 7,400 something checks. I still have to get the shiny Deoxys, which is 1 in 8,192, and I am terrified because I am due for an over odds hunt for 8192. Yeah, what are the odds, Chrissy? 100% shiny luck again. Thank you so much. I'm happy I never have to worry about the Regis again, especially in Sword and Shield. That hunt almost broke me. Sally almost broke you in DAs. Sol Galeo almost broke me in DAs. $433 with Shiny Charm. That's insane. See, I can't do that. You're made of sterner stuff than me, Hassan. I couldn't do that. I would rather go triple odds on a 1 in 8192 hunt than go double odds on a Dynamax Adventure hunt. Yeah, it's true. Big Cheese saw me in the corner, in the spotlight, losing my religion. Picked by the papacy. You gotta love. Is that Love Live or Love Live song stuck in your head? I'm not familiar with them. But James, good to see ya. Yeah, all that REM sleep I've been doing, which studies have shown there's no conclusive evidence to say that when you get older, you get less REM sleep. You caught 4 Yanma, killed 2, and a perm of 9, and now there's 2 left. What? What the hey? What up with that, Reese? Is there one hiding right behind you? James the Catboy flexing that 11 months of membership. Cheers to you, my friend. Let's get some hype for James. Thank you so much. Don't spit such truthful lies. True Lies was a good movie. Come on, Shiny. You're making me look bad. All of the internet is here to see you. Rianne with the 5 gifted memberships. Going out to Strings, Mr. Wolf, Corax7, Terra Marsgal, and Alistor. What snipes? Thank you so much, Rianne. Let's get some hype for Rianne. How are you, my dear? I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. And thank you for the Kirk Lurks. Surviving? I'm glad you're surviving. I'm doing well. Just hanging out with all my buds. Looking for bugs. Buds and bugs. That's going to be what I name the stream tomorrow. If we don't get the shiny. Dominic, what's up? Did you add anything new to your collection this week, Dominic? Swear you spent 90 minutes finding an alpha second horde just for it to not have a shelf and any perm. God bless you all that do the permutation method. You know, one of the things I love about shiny hunting Pokemon is that there's so many different methods, and there's ones that everyone can have their, you know, preferences on. Like, I like soft resets, I like SOS hunts. Those are fun for me. I don't like Dynamax Adventures, and I don't like permutation methods, but I'm happy that there are people out there that enjoy those. I could never do it. Let's say Big Cheese shows up at your door. What is the first thing you do with said cheese? Charge a cover charge to get in the door. No, I don't know. Say, hey, cheese. Let's get some food and catch up. And I would take you to a nice local mom and pop restaurant. Got something great today. Hot Wheels 57 Chevy from 1998. That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be my go-to answer most of the time, Cheese, is if someone shows up, I'm going to say, hey, let's go get some food. Because I like to eat. What if a red turtle came to your door? What would you do with it? I would take it to get some food. Evelyn, what's going on? Good to see you. I just realized something. I don't know why, but all of a sudden now I'm terrified that muscle memory is going to take over and I'm going to reset over the shiny. Thankfully, there's a handful of buttons I got to press. I don't know why that just hit me. Like that last check, I was like, what if I reset over this? You would yell at it and tell it to leave. You would yell at a red turtle? You're so rude. On your way? All right. Front door's unlocked. Thankfully, I can just reset and get it back. You're always right, Amber. And good morning to you. That Shady Maple Place. Shady Maple Place. You know what, Big Cheese? I know what we would do. If you came to my door, the first thing we would do is we would go to Walmart so you can meet Betty Lou. Yeah, once I find it, I'll back out of the battle and save it, and then I'll reset. 5 months already. Oh my gosh, Evelyn, thank you so much for the 5 months. Let's get some hype in the chat. Betty who? Oh, geez, I thought you were there in Chem Stream yesterday when I was talking about that. Ken was talking about how security is lax at Walmart where he lives, but when he goes down to the US, the Walmart he goes to has like actual like armed police officers at the exit doors of Walmart. And I was like, oh yeah, where I live we don't have that. We just have an old lady named Betty Lou at the exit door. But you don't want to mess with Betty Lou. I'm sorry, I thought you were there. Yeah, just save and reset. Exactly, Amber. I also said good morning to you, and I hope you're doing well. I sent a little message to your husband this morning, and he got back to me, just letting him know that I was thinking about him. Yeah, I'm surprised. You must have had a customer or something, Cheese. I know how it is. You and I both, you know, I think we try our best in that stream, but since we're both at work, like you and I both have periods of being there and then having to step away and then coming back, and sometimes we miss good conversations. Sometimes we find out about conversations that happened when we weren't there, and we're glad that we weren't there. Oh, I didn't know it was Pennsylvania. I didn't know that's where he was going. I don't know why I didn't think that. Now that I think about it, I think you did tell me that, and I forgot. You changed your PFP? What? I don't even recognize you anymore. Who even are you, Reeves? No, it looks good. It looks good, Reese. I'm just giving you a hard time because apparently that's how I show friendship. Friend made it for you? That's awesome. No, seriously, it looks good. It looks good. Anne Marie, how are you doing, my dear? A ragey kind of day where you want to type some rather saucy things. I understand that feeling. Come on, shiny. 2448, not shiny. I thought that was a starfish. Not sure if allergies or if you're getting sick. This is a weird thing to say without context, but given what we're talking about, I think it's a good thing. I hope you have allergies, Anne Marie. I find if I type it out and edit it and delete it sort of therapeutic, yes it is. Yes, it absolutely is. I find a lot of times if I'm on a rager and I want to type something that isn't the most nicest thing to say, I will type it, let it sit there for a couple minutes, come back to it, and just delete it. And it does help. When you're not paying attention, you toxic a steel type. I've been there. Or when you use a normal move on a ghost. Or a grand move on a flying. It happens to everybody. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just happens to me and you. So, talking about allergies made me think of this. So, between my house and my neighbor's house, there's a hedge, right? There's like a hedge that goes along the separation between the backyards. And so last weekend on Sunday, I was mowing the lawn, and this happens like every time. I don't know why I haven't learned from my mistakes. There's something about that hedge that my body does not like, and every time I mow, like I'm trying to get up close to the hedge, and so some of the branches end up like poking me in the arms. And I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can see these like marks on my arm. I get like breakouts wherever the branches touch me, and they're like really itchy. And I was hoping that my allergy medication would alleviate it, but it doesn't. I'm smarter than I think. So I'm not even smart enough to know how smart I am? Is that what you're saying, Reeves? This guy, Shiny Flabebe Whiteflower Amory, congratulations! That's amazing. I don't have any Shiny Flabebes in Pokemon Go. 12 perms left? I hope you get it, bud. I smart? You smart. Everybody here is smart. If you are in a hefty stream, it is guaranteed that you're a smart person. I'm just going to put that out there. Yay! Even you, Chrissy. Even you. You're like 3% smart. Stop it. Stop that cheese. My buddy from work just texted me and asked what time I'm going to the comic shop today for free comic book day. I'm excited for that. You're not that smart, you just have a ton of random game knowledge. Yeah, smart. Same thing. I'm not even going to... I'm not even touching that one, Reeves. I'm just gonna leave that one alone because I don't want to make fun of you anymore. Come on, lower switch, catch up. Here we go. Geez, I think I might make a big purchase at the comic book store today. It was a cough, but thank you, Reeves. I think I might purchase Tomb of Dracula number 10 today, which is the first appearance of Blade. May the 4th be with you too, Anne-Marie. Coffee. That works. Coffee works. Yep, Star Wars Day. Yeah, Cheese, he's got a pretty good one in stock. What I typically look for when I'm going for comics, especially keys like that, is I want something that is in good condition, and I mean good in the general term, like the layman's term. I don't want any rips. I don't want any rusty staples. I don't want anything missing, obviously. But I don't want it to be in too good of condition, because if it's in too good of condition, then it's going to be outside my price range. So this is like a nice mid to high mid condition. And the price tag is a little lofty for me, but I feel pretty confident that I can negotiate him down a bit. Oh, thank you, Chrissy. That's really sweet. I want to go ahead and snag it now because this one is within the range of affordability, and with the new Blade movie coming out next year, I think. And in the comics, there's a lot happening with Blade right now. I think it's going to jump up even more in price. So I want to grab it now. Rusty Staples. I heard they kicked Nick out. So is it true that if there's just one graphic novel left and it's not laying flat, but is instead opened up to support itself by the pages, that significantly decreases the value? As always, I'm having trouble telling whether this is a genuine question or if I'm being led into a trap. If you have it like, I know what you mean, like kind of like fanned open so that it just stands like on, it stands straight up on its spine, but it's fanned out somewhat to give it, enough base to balance itself. That can lead to some issues. That will end up warping the covers a bit, where the cover won't lay flat anymore. It'll curl up at the top and bottom. That said, and this is just me personally, Yeah, there it is. I was about to say I'm not so worried about graphic novels because they typically are not too pricey and don't increase in value. Individual comic issues do, but then there we go. There was the punchline. Good morning, Shinies. Did you get my text? I thought you would appreciate what I sent you. Razzie, good morning. Shiny Slowbro, Amory, that's amazing. Congratulations. I think I have one slow poke. I don't have a slow bro. That's so lucky. So lucky. Choose number 1, 2, or 3. I'm gonna go with 2. Gotcha, Shinies. Totally understand. You're doing the catch different species quest, and the Diancie quest? Okay, gotcha. So you just gotta catch a whole bunch of different stuff. So you're just basically clicking on whatever you see, and if you haven't already caught one of them, you're sending it off. Sending it off? I don't even know what that means. Gugon. Gugon works. I need more Johto and Honmons. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I haven't finished any of those yet. I'm closest with Gen. Yeah, I'm closest with Gen 1 because of that Kanto event they just had. But even that's only like 250. And then I got probably about 120 Sinnoh from the Sinnoh tour. But yeah, Johto and Hoenn are just not that great right now. Geez, I'm not going to read that out loud, but that's absolutely hilarious. How to Train Your Dragon fact. Armor Wings are mystery class dragons that use scrap metal as armor. If the game School of Dragons wasn't lying, they make a magnetic field that can throw off compasses. Ooh, interesting. You go to Australia, get to Kangaskhan. Yeah, typically. Occasionally in Pokemon Go, they'll have events similar to what apparently is happening this weekend, where those regional Pokemon have a limited release worldwide. That's how I got my Kangaskhan. But yeah, typically outside an event, you need to go to Australia. Meanwhile, I see like 100 Buffalan a day, which I believe is a North American, it might even be a US only Pokemon. Torkoal is New Zealand? Do I have a Torkoal? I don't even know. Ziv, what's going on? I don't know what that means, but welcome in, Ziv. You didn't get the shame and paid thing? Gotcha. I missed a Hundo Buffalan. It was like 2600 CP. Dang, that's a lot of CP. Ran away. I'm sorry. Reminds you of Fatalus, a monster hunter. It's intelligent enough to feel hate and melts hunters with their armor onto itself as protection and a trophy. Fatalus armor is said to drive. Good morning, Maddie. Good to see you. They'll wear a crazy and turn them into Fatalus. Oh my goodness. Some armor wings have high standards. In Rise of Berg, there are 2 that don't use scraps, but other ores. One uses gold, and one uses pyrite. The pyrite one is called Fool's Gold, and is often overshadowed. Oh my gosh, Ziv, why are you so cranky? We need to turn that angry face into a happy face. Turn that frown upside down. So I just got confirmation from my friend that I work with. Him and I are going to the comic book shop at noon for free comic book day. It's exciting. That almost looks like it says Iono, which is like my least favorite gym leader ever. I know it doesn't, but it almost looks like that. Battle Bond Greninja just ended you. That makes sense. Shinies, I did get a Lapras last night too, which is pretty awesome. It stuck with me for quite a while. Do I think Ash Greninja will be in Plaza? Maybe. Who knows? You play Poke Rogue? I'm having a lot of fun with it, Reeves. I'm having a lot more fun with it than I thought I would. Got some weird Floette, but you don't know what it is. Is the Floette hanging out on a flower that looks like death? Black and red? Yeah, that's the eternal flower Floette. That was AZ's Floette from X and Y, which has never been officially released. It was in the coding in X and Y, but there's never an event or anything to get it. Don't know if it's valuable. I mean, it's not valuable. Ooh, dragons are reptiles. That's a good fact, Mino. Thank you. Gotta go now, be back later. Sounds good, Reeves. We'll be hanging out for a couple more hours. 2,500 checks, no shiny. We are getting dangerously close to double odds here. Oh, you're gonna give an actual one. Okay, gotcha. You have all the transformation abilities and not a single mon that can use it. I don't know what that means. I'm still learning so much about the game. I'm barely getting the basics. I know there's probably tons of mechanics I'm not even aware of yet. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a ton of mechanics of which I'm not aware yet. Sorry, Razzie. So Hefty Mom will be here next Friday night. So next weekend you'll probably see her skulking about. Mega D-Max. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. So on your current run, you're saying on your current run that you're doing right now, you got the Mega Bracelet, you have the Max Mushrooms and all that, but you don't have anyone in your party that can use them. I gotta go get busy with dog chores. See you later. McTelligence, thanks for being here. Always good to see you. Mother's Day is coming up soon. Hefty, what will you be getting your mom on Mother's Day? Made your mom some Mother's Day gifts from your day program. Very nice. For Mother's Day, I am allowing my mom to stay with me for a week, and I will be taking her out for foods. Yeah, that's why she's coming to visit. It's been a little bit of a tradition the last several years. She comes up to visit for Mother's Day and stays a week with me. Yeah, all the things to transform Pokemon and none of the Pokemon. I've gotten the Mega Bracelet twice. Again, nothing that I would be able to Mega Evolve yet. But I haven't seen any Megas or Gigantamaxes in battles yet. Last night I saw it was either 2 or 3 terrestrialized Pokemon, but no Megas or G-Maxes. So what would cause Fake Out to fail? Okay, Shinies. There is one catch with Fake Out that I failed to mention to you yesterday. It only works if it's the first move you use when the Pokemon first comes out. So, like, the battle starts, you send out your Meowth, for example, you use Fake Out, it works. Second turn, you use Fake Out, it does not work. It only works the first turn. If you're in a trainer battle and you use Fake Out and you knock out the first Pokemon, when the opponent trainer sends out the next Pokemon, Fake Out will not work. You would need to switch out Pokemon and then bring your Fake Out Pokemon back in for it to work. It only works first turn. That's what keeps it from being totally broken. I apologize for not mentioning that. Submarippers are tidal and tracker for some reason, class dragons, and create whirlpools with their powerful lungs. Those whirlpools pull in ships that then rarely uses ammunition. Oh my goodness. That sounds terrifying. The Hot Wheels 57 Chevy that you got also had the words custom red on the sides. Nice. Congrats, Dominic. I'm sure you're really excited about that. That sounds like a pretty cool one. I know 57 Chevy is a classic car. If I remember correctly, I think Hefty Dad's first car was a 64 Dodge Charger, if I'm remembering that correctly. I could be wrong. It's been years since he told me that. They're like a whole Rayquaza long, perks of living in the ocean. Wow. That's big and scary. Shinies, what controller are you using to play Poke Rogue? Are you using a Switch controller or what? Erdl even had a Galactic Quest diecast collection back in 1999. Ah, that's awesome. Nice seeing you all. Again, we can get going and sleep a bit longer. All right, sounds good, Chrissy. Get some sleep. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. USB SNES. All right. Yeah, Shinies. I hooked up my PS4 controller to the laptop last night, and it works great, except for the fact that none of the buttons are mapped to the menu button. So whenever I want to like turn in egg vouchers and stuff, I literally have to unplug the controller and use the keyboard. But I'm going to try out a Switch controller later today, I think. The version on mobile, like playing on my browser on my phone, isn't terrible. I just wish that, if I like turned it into landscape mode, I wish it would hide all the browser stuff at the top. I wish I could just like, kind of full screen it. But having all the browser tabs at the top and the URL field and all that just takes up some really important real estate on the screen. Well, I really respect that it's a browser game, and I like that I can just log into it wherever. I thought the Kickline was the only licensed theme that Erdl had, but they also managed to make more diecast toys based on other tourist animation shows. Oh, that's cool. So, Dominic, I know you've been picking some stuff up lately, like the one you just recently got. everything that's in your collection right now, what's your prize? What's your favorite thing that you have in your collection? What's the one that excited you more than anything else? Thank you all for hanging out, and thank you to all the lurkers. I know I typically get a good amount of lurkers on a Saturday morning, going about your day, getting your weekend started. Um, but I appreciate you. Thank you all so much for being here. Your favorite car in your collection is the Ertl Batmobile. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good one. Is it based off of the Adam West 1966 TV show? Or is it based off of the Tim Burton Batmobile? Which Batmobile is it? Do you know? That's really sweet, though. Not shiny. All right, guys, we are 100 resets away from hitting double odds. That's definitely going to happen today. Might even happen within the next hour. What the hefty? That's right, Anne-Marie. The Tim Burton Batmobile. Okay, nice. A 1/64th replica? That's really cool. I like that Batmobile a lot. I thought they did a really good job designing that one. I've been reading a lot more Batman comics lately. I found out that, I mean, even the first edition ones, not even like the reprints, a lot of the classic DC comics are not actually all that expensive compared to Marvel. Marvel back issues typically seem to be higher priced on a reseller's market. So I've read a lot of classic Batman stories lately. Like I just read the one a couple weeks ago. I was able to get the entire 4-part run of storyline from I think it was 88 or 89 where the Joker kills Jason Todd, which was the second Robin, the one after Dick Grayson. That was really good. I've been picking up reprints of Frank Miller's Batman Year One, which talks about the origin of Batman in his first year of being the Batman. Good stories. Second Earl car you have is Dick Tracy's car from Dick Tracy. I love that movie. And actually, I was a big Dick Tracy fan. Like when that movie came out in 1990, that actually got me. I was already on the cusp of being a comic book collector, but that one kind of gave me another thing. I picked up a lot of classic Chester Gould, Dick Tracy comics. There is just something about that series I really enjoyed, so that's awesome. I do like Dick Tracy. You love Degrassi. I've never seen an episode of it. Been itching to go back and play the Arkham games, right? I still have to finish Arkham Knight, Razzie. I've still never finished Arkham Knight, and I think I'm like really close to the end. I don't know. I mean, I love the Arkham games. I think it was, I hate to say it, I think it was the Batmobile, and I don't think I'm in the minority here. I know for the first 2 games, everyone was like, give us the Batmobile, give us the Batmobile. And there is just something with how they incorporated that in Arkham Knight, which was just not the best. I think the controls were a little clunky. But I think Arkham Asylum, or not Arkham Asylum, Arkham City is probably one of the closest things to a perfect game ever. Storms, thank you for the Kirk Lurks. So nice when they shoved it down our throat. Yeah, it was pretty rough. The Earl Dick Tracy cars are also released around the same years when the movie came out. Yours even says 1990. Ah, sweet. That's awesome. Competitive chase down missions, silly time trials. Yeah. And it would be one thing if the controls weren't clunky, but they were. I didn't like the whole having to like hold down a button to go from drive mode to attack mode. It made things Stinky. Tyler, I'm doing well. I'm glad you are too. Favorite drawing of yours? Well, I'm a little bit biased, Mino. I gotta say, one of my favorite ones has to be the one that you did of the dragon and the Poliwhirl, which you can now see on the startup screen every time I stream, right here at the very middle top. That was a great one. I think the one that you did recently of your dog is absolutely fantastic. I think the Noivern you recently did that you just finished the background on was really good. Um, I mean, I am obviously not as well versed in How to Train Your Dragon lore as you are, but I've always thought that a lot of your drawings that you've done, either based off actual How to Train Your Dragon species or ones that you've made up, have always looked really cool. It's a bit outdated. Well, I still love it. I still love it because it's got Poliwhirl and because one of my favorite people in the whole wide world drew it for me. My favorite Erdl model as a kid. That's a tough one for me, Dominic, because, well, I'm aware of Erdl, and being a nerd and being like a toy, collector and player in my childhood and everything, I always saw the Erdl models, but I never really bought any. So that's tough for me to say, but I would say if I had to pick something, it would probably be something like the Batmobile, because that has a special meaning to me because it's related to something that I have a deep passion in. So I'm going to go with that. It's a little bit of a cop-out because I know that you said that it's your favorite, but you know what? I think it's your favorite for a reason too, so I'm going to go with that one. Yesterday was your sister's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your sister, Tyler. Did you guys have fun? Hefty Dad has recently gotten into doing scale models of tanks. Um, and I think some of them might be made by Erdl. But that's been kind of like his most recent retirement project, is he'll get these huge sets with like thousands of pieces and build model tanks. Erdl also made Blade Runner diecast collection. Blade Runner was a good movie. I like that movie a lot. Tank Girl. Tank Girl was a good movie and a good comic. And a great soundtrack. That's right, yesterday was also Carly May's birthday, turning 27. Maybe not for the first time, but turning 27. The movie is wild. That movie when it came out was kind of the epitome of the aesthetic of the crowd I ran with in high school. Ari, good morning, my sweet dear. It's a little bit belated, but speaking of birthdays, can we get some hype in the chat? Can we get some birthday hype in the chat for Galactic Admin Ariana, whose birthday was Thursday? Happy birthday, Ari. Happy belated birthday. I hope you're doing well, my special friend. Grease Lightning from Greece. That's really cool. I do recognize the name Revel. Revel's a company that I recognize as well. Rasford, what are your plans this weekend? I know you're probably working today as usual, but I don't know if you had a little bit of time this evening. Perhaps we could do a couple trades. Happy hot rodding birthday to you. I like that, Dominic. I like that a lot. That's really nice of you to say to Ari. Yep, we are officially in May. a month which has the birthdays of so many incredible people. Love to do that tonight, after, maybe even during stream on my other Switch. Yep, sounds good, Razzie. Absolutely. I'm assuming, Razzie, I'm giving you all 4. Either way is fine with me. If you want all 4, or if you want the 2, and then I'll give the other one the other 2, however you want to do it. All right, sounds good, Raz. Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime. You know I never have an issue doing that. Also, I'm assuming that both of you have, wait a second. Do you guys need Everstones or not? I'll just put it that way. Do you need Everstones or do you not need Everstones? I tell you about a randomly stressful dream you have at first. Let me wash your... Yeah, please wash it, Ari. I wasn't going to say anything, but you got so much drool on your chin. It's getting really distracting. Should be good. You have a bench? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you were... I couldn't remember if you told me which form you guys were going after. No, duh, I'm an idiot. Of course I know which one we were going after, otherwise you wouldn't need them. I'm a dum-dum, Razzie. I'm just a big old dum-dum. Your favorite Hot Wheels casting is a 32 Ford, and the fact that they included this casting in the new Taurus Animations collection this year is absolutely cool. That's fantastic, Dominic. I'm really happy for you about that. Hi, Joyce. You're amazing. How you doing this morning? Got your coffee? Where the heck is this shiny, guys? Seriously. WTF. Why the face? About to make some Val demanded kisses. Aww. Val demanded kisses before you could make some coffee. So many amazing people hanging out here today. Thank you all so very, very much for spending some time with me while I continue to work on this hunt that I did not think was going to go to 5 streams. She needs them when you get up. Aw, that's adorable. I can't believe these 2 stupid bugs are my longest soft reset hunt in this game. Of all the ones I've done on stream and off stream. I mean, even Dragapult was 1235. 1235. We've blown past that. Does that bother anybody else? Any other shiny hunters out there? When you go over odds on something like small, not even like, you know, a legendary or something, but just like a random, you know, first stage something, and you go like over odds, and you're like, why is this? Why is this the over odds one? They're rebooting Fairly Odd Parents? I don't know how I feel about that. When did the original end? Like, I have all the memories in the world of watching it, but I have no memories of it ending. I also found out that Norwegian diecast company Bruns also makes a diecast toy based off Mute the Mime called the Mute Coop in 1978. Nice. I'd say yes, but I go over odds basically always, so no. I feel ya. Never got your Alolan Rattata SOS, and you're just disgusted, never want to go back. Such a dumb Pokemon, just shine. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I think I've told you this before, Razzie. I apologize. I always forget what I told who. That was my first SOS hunt, was Alolan Rattata. One of the first shinies I ever got in my first attempt at SOSing. And you'll say, why, Hefty? Why did you choose Alolan Rattata to be your first SOS hunt? To which I would reply, because it was the first thing that I encountered when I decided to do it. 2017, Hefty. What? Oh, 2017 is when it ended. Okay. So not that far back. 7 years ago. Does anyone feel like that should be, or does anyone feel like there should be like a minimum amount of time that should pass before you reboot something? Like, I feel like 7 years is a little on the short end to reboot. It might be like right on the cusp. Yeah, I was like, hey, I want to try out this SOS hunting thing. And I went into the grass, and the first thing popped up was Alolan Rattata. And I was like, okay, I guess this is it. Okay, not to argue. Here we go. Comes out May 20th, right around the corner. You actually think the concept of a reboot makes sense the closer it is to the original? I'm not going to argue with you on that, Shinies, because it's a silly thing to argue about. I will just say that I don't agree with that logic. But that's okay. We can still be friends. As long as you want to be. That's cool, man. You're cool. But since the chat seems to be interested, feel free to explain your reasoning. But yeah, Joyce, I agree. Some things should never be rebooted. Gonna make coffee because, well, coffee makes sense to me. This isn't a Chem Nation stream. I don't have meetings. That's right. There's also a lost BBC ident that features Mickey. And at the end of the ident, he waves at us and says, haha, Merry Christmas. When he turned on the tree, his mouth went on before he waved. Really? Let's take Stranger Things as an example. Let's say it ended and then 20 years later they reboot it with the same cast. Ah, okay. All right, Mr. Shinies. I'm following that logic. I think what we got here is one of my favorite things in the whole world. A semantic argument. I think what you are referring to is a relaunch or a continuation. A reboot would not have the same cast. A reboot would go back to square one with different cast members and retell the same overarching story, the same, or not story, the same premise. So like if they rebooted Stranger Things, so how isn't that a spin-off? A spin-off would be to take existing characters from a show and follow them in their own adventures. For example, Shinies, and it's funny you bring up Stranger Things. I've never gotten any confirmation on this, but I know that you recently finished season 2, and season 2 was 9 episodes instead of the traditional 8 episodes all the other seasons. Well, at least the first 3 seasons. I can't remember if season 4 was 8 episodes or not. But anyway, it's my belief that Girl Meets World was a continuation. It's my belief that episode 7, the one with the lost sister, the one with 8, was supposed to be an intro to a spin-off they had in mind. Another example would be in The Office season 8, I think it was, or maybe season 9. The one that the whole thing is on Dwight's farm where the aunt died, and they introduced all of Dwight's family members. That was supposed to be a soft launch for a spin-off. Then, what's going on, buddy? Good to see ya. Exactly, Shinies. You were making my point. You're making my point. That's not a reboot. Oh, it is a continuation. How can they delve into the narrative of a secondary character that wasn't in the original? What's her name? Little baby girl, Corey Topanga Spawn wasn't in Boy Meets World. Yeah, so it's not a spin-off because she wasn't a secondary character. All right, here we go. Check 1300, and then I'm gonna go on my break. Can you count Kickline Generation 2 as a spin-off or a reboot? Oh my gosh, Dominic. I don't even know. I'm going to trust your judgment on that one. All right, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Feel free to hang out or take off or whatever. I don't know. Corey Topanga Spawn is the living name for a child. I can't remember what her name is. We are going to... animation can be ageless. You're absolutely right, Cheese. I agree with you on that. Cheese, I don't care. If they say spin-off, then I assume it's a spin-off. It's not what I would call it, but who am I to argue? Okay, it's a spin-off. All right, we're gonna put Big Cheese in charge. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okie dokie, I'm back. Thanks, Cheese, for filling in. Let's get going. We're going to be hitting double odds here in 65 checks. Are Children a reboot or a spin-off? I would say a spin-off. Yeah, Mino. Actually, I don't know. Joyce, are you watching on mobile or are you watching on the computer? Mobile. Ah, dang. I was gonna say we can drop another Mino link so you can check out the artwork. He did some good stuff. Yeah, I hope YouTube does something about that soon. I think there's a couple of cons to short streams. One of them obviously being links. Another thing is likes, which I mean we're doing fantastic on likes. You guys have always been good about that, but I've seen some other streams where likes are negatively impacted by being on mobile streams. If you are watching mobile and you haven't liked yet and you're not sure exactly how to do it, if you click on the three dots right here, it'll let you like. Trico flexing that 1 month membership. Thank you so much, Trico. You never find Alpha second horde. Always find normal. Dang, I'm sorry, buddy. I hope you find one soon. The version of the Noivern drawing was the incorrect one. You forgot to add the moon and northern lights. Change it so it's the correct version now. Okay. Kickline Generation 2 was animated in early CGI, so you can absolutely count that one as a reboot. Okay. KLG2 focuses more on the spy genre, something the original Kickline tackled rarely. That makes sense. I think you explained that pretty well. All right, let me take a look at this revised Mino artwork. Let me click on that. Oh my gosh, Mino. That background. That's absolutely gorgeous. Got the northern lights and the moon. It looks fantastic, dude. If they were to make another reboot of Marvel cartoon, which one would you like it to be? I would like to see. I mean, my go-to would always be Spider-Man, but I know they got that new Spider-Man cartoon coming out, so I'm going to hold off until I get to watch that. I'm going to say Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That was just an amazing cartoon. I would love to see them make another Avengers cartoon like that. First ever recorded copy of the Quran, like what? Original animal skin cover and binding. You're so stressed out about being discovered while you're back in school using this backpack. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm sorry, Ari. I somehow skipped over the first message. I was like, what are we even talking about? Let me reverse. Let's try this again. Okay, so you're back and feeling super refreshed. Okay, so in the stream, you had somehow acquired one of Kanye's backpacks that he had used at some point, and in it was a random copy of Berserk manga and the first ever recorded copy of the Quran. Like, what? Original animal skin cover and binding. You're so stressed out about having discovered this while you're back at school using this backpack. Like, where does your responsibility lie in a situation like that? What is the appropriate thing to do, right? Like, why was this responsibility just hoisted upon you? Timmy Turner. Yep. Small details go a long way. You're absolutely correct about that, Mino. Good job. No alpha cleavers, only normal. Dang, that stinks. You just thought it'd be cool to have a Gucci Kanye backpack. Yeah, and then you find that inside, and it's like, what do I do with this? You love when Nick stirs a pit, dips, comes back, and then becomes basically a TikTok kitty. That's his thing. But no, I get it. I get the popping in, chatting and dipping and coming back. I mean, I do that a lot myself, especially in the morning when you're trying to get your day started. But I typically pick less nonsensical statements to put in the chat. Also installed the drawing as your phone's background, so you're always reminded how great you are. That's awesome, I know. You should. My background for the last few years has been this image of Spider-Man's face as done by Todd McFarlane, which I really like. The dude that created Spawn got his notoriety when he started doing Spider-Man back in the late 80s, including being the original artist of Venom. That's something you always do. You never use other people's art, PFPs or backgrounds. You always do it yourself. That's because you're a talented artist. If I used my art, I would be embarrassed because my art is terrible. You just don't like using other people's art because you don't have permission. That's fair. I think that's a very respectable opinion, Mino, or point of view. I think we have some other artists in the chat right now too that really appreciate that. I know there's a lot of people here right now that have helped me out for my channel with doing a lot of great art, and I'm very thankful to every single one of them for everything. I've tried to make it worth their while. You also never use other people's art as your PFP's background, but not for any principle, just for the fact that original art of a franchise is your favorite thing, and artists always tend to put their style into their art, which is perfectly okay. I get that, yeah. Like, when it comes to specific things, you want to use how it was originally envisioned. I get that. We love you some good old copyright infringement. I wish I was a good artist. I have a lot of great art ideas in my head. I'm just not able to get them on paper. I remember one of the first drawings I did when I got into comic books. I was probably 10 years old at the time, and I drew a picture of Spider-Man, and I didn't understand musculature. I didn't understand how bodies were supposed to look. I just knew that, big muscles, like, are like rounded, like, you got all them bulges with the muscles. And so I drew Spider-Man, and he just had like a billion bulges all over his body. And someone looked at it and said, "Why is Spider-Man fat?" And I was like, "That's not fat. That's muscles." And they're like, "Dude, that's not muscles. That's not how the body works." Well, I think, Mino, I mean, you're right. You're right. Practice is a huge part of it, right? Absolutely it is. Practice, practice, practice. That's how you get better at something. But I do believe, and maybe I'm wrong, I do believe that there is a part of being an artist that is inherent. I think if I practice a lot on my art, I think it could definitely improve. But I just think that there are some people that are just inherently better at art than I am. You have really good art requests. Have you ever drawn a model of the original Hot Wheels Diora from 1968? I have not. Um, but trust me, you don't want to see me draw a car. It might have the appropriate amount of wheels. Um, the windshield would be improperly placed. Heck, the Artstream one, never. Never, 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 Joyce. That ain't gonna happen. A box is exactly mine. No, that would be my car. And I can't even draw a circle. It would look like the donut that the donut shop doesn't sell because it came out badly. You have the Diora 2 from Hot Wheels? All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not talent. Maybe it is just practice. I got two artists here saying the same thing. I have to side with them. I guess I'm wrong about this. What an explanation. Where is the shiny, guys? Come on, this is ridiculous. "50% Pokemon fans and 50% artists." That's true. And then we got it's like a Venn diagram, right? We got a circle of artists, we got a circle of Pokemon fans, and then there's a really neat overlap of people that are in the chat that are both artists and Pokemon fans, which is really cool. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. The Diora 2 came out in 1999. You had the Minions version of that from 2017. Sweet. Yeah, exactly, Ari. You guys took the criticism and you grew from it. I take criticism and curl up in the fetal position in the corner and cry. I think everyone, though, I mean, you're absolutely right, Joyce, about the six figures. I think everyone, I don't know what it is about the young brain. I think everyone went through that phase that when they drew people, it was just a big face with arms and legs sticking out of it. What was up with that? Why didn't we understand the concept of a body? It was just a big old head with arms and legs sticking out of it, like a Mr. Potato Head. At what point in our brain's development do we understand the concept of a torso? By seeing your Garchomp drawing, that started out as a crappy drawing, then you started over, and now it's one of your best traditional drawings. Now that's, I mean, you're right. You guys are totally right. You know what? I started this conversation out by trying to pay y'all compliments by saying you're talented. I totally take it back now. Y'all are just stubborn and won't give up on a drawing until it's good. You guys have tenacity. The Hot Wheels Diora is a futuristic pickup truck with surf. Oh, okay. I think I understand what you're talking about now. Yeah, I think I've seen those before. You're stubborn, all right. Tyler Shanks, thank you for the Kirklurks. Most people would give up. Not us. We're artists. That's right, Mino. Thank you for the 13 months of membership. Let's get some hype for Mino. It's nice to be paid a compliment, to be constantly told that our skill is latent and not a finely honed decade of practice is rough. I get that's a fair point. That's a very fair point, Ari, and I do apologize. I see where you're coming from now. That's like me saying that you haven't put in the time that you don't have to try, and that is not fair for me to say. I get you. The front of the Deora comes from a Ford Fairlane. Gotcha. Well, I apologize to all my artist friends if I have offended you. It was not my intent, but I understand now that the way I phrased it may have been insulting. Maybe insulting is not the right word, but it wasn't correct. It's a reference to something Hiccup said in How to Train Your Dragon 1 when he said when talking about Burke, most people would leave, not us, we're Vikings, and that's you. You are the Viking of the art world, Mino. Off-Couth. Also, Accelerator's a version of the Deora 2. Sweet. This is the best community ever. I couldn't agree more. You guys are amazing. You're fantastic. You make each and every stream so welcoming and comfortable for me. And I appreciate you guys. Positive vibes are over 9,000. You've grown this skill to be able to perfectly time my "This is Burke" in the beginning of each movie. That's awesome, Ari. Might get your hands on the Teku Deora 2, which is coming soon, 2024. Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Get that, Dominic, and let me know when you get that. If you get it, you get it. If not, then you don't. That's true. Ari, I have a question for you. My question, Ari, is based off of the stories you've told me in the past about how you get some mail sent to your relative and then occasionally that gets sent down to you. My question to you is it possible for me to send something directly to you? Or would it have to go to the relative to be sent to you at a later date? I just want to know if it's possible. You have a plan, you go downstairs, you open the door, you grab some apple juice, go upstairs, enjoy apple juice. That sounds like an amazing plan. I love apple juice. Shiny, mine, and hatched. Nice. Congratulations, Shinies. Is that your second shiny? Did you get anything else other than that in the Zigzagoon yet? Minen is the... Yeah, Minen's the good shiny, right? That's the one that turns from blue to green. Nothing else? Still 2 more than I've gotten so far. Not directly, no. Tracking ends once to enter Central America and then packages get lost magically. Gotcha. So it just would not be smart to send it to you directly. Because I think I found something that I would like to get you. As a, what will, which will now apparently be a very delayed birthday gift, but there's something I want to get you as a belated birthday gift. You're gonna have to have both in your party now. It's in addition to your shiny range. So explain to me what that means, because I think I heard someone say something yesterday about like the more shinies you get, the higher chance you have to get a shiny or something like that. I wasn't quite clear on it. So how does that work? You are indeed enjoying apple juice, lucky dog. I have another option, which is a proxy cargo shipment company, which is located in Florida. All right. I think we've reached the point in this conversation, Ari, where it would probably be more appropriate for your privacy to continue it in DMs. But basically, whenever you get a chance, Ari, let me know what the best way is in DMs, what the best way is to get you something. I hope you'll like it. When I saw it, I was like, I'm pretty sure Ari would like this. I hope I'm not wrong. Do I by chance have a coin on me? I do not, but I can go get one if you want me to. Ghost Bunny, what's going on? How are you? You got Zorora, Alpha, Second Horde, time to do permutations. Good luck on that, Trico. Good luck on the permutations. Should I go grab a coin, Mino? You're doing good? I'm glad to hear that, bud. Go get one, flip it. If it's heads, you'll do another How to Train Your Dragon fact. Alright, sounds good. Going to ranked match real quick. Give me Umo. I can't talk today. Give me uno a momento. You got it. Alright, I'll be right back. No shiny. Alright, I have here what I call an American nickel. I just grabbed the first coin that I saw. So I'm going to flip it. It is, in fact, heads. It is heads. So, that means we got another fact coming to us. As we close in on double odds. Nickel is an element. That is correct. But surprisingly, nickel, the money, has very little nickel, the element, within it. I think it used to have more, and then they changed how they made them. You weren't expecting that. You thought I was going to get tails. That'll teach you. You're here to cheer me on. Hello, Hefty Mom. Welcome on in. I hope yoga went well. I was telling the people that this time next weekend, you're going to be here. Welcome back, Ghost Bunny. You won the match. Congratulations. Well, Mom, these bugs still won't shine. I think they were waiting on you. You're doing the seasonal ranked rotation. This season is Street Brawl. It's basically just Street Fighter. Ah, gotcha. Yep, you'll be here live and in person. I got an alpha in the first horde. Strange it wasn't that from the beginning at all. That is strange. Terros is OP in that game mode. Nice. 2 side signature moves and your opponent is dead. That's quick. Says an eerie, decayed voice. Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. What is that from, Tyler? That sounds familiar. Is it a glitch? I don't know. I don't know, Trico. I don't really know anything about permutation method other than it's not for me. Hefty Mom and I have to decide when she's here, when we're going to continue her first playthrough on Let's Go Pikachu. Brawlhalla has gone ahead and released the Darth Maul crossover skin to celebrate May the 4th. Nice. Perfect timing. T-Dog, what's going on? You just got up? Hope your day's starting well. Oh, that's it, Tyler. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Tyler. That was going to drive me crazy. Crimson Goregutter and the Eruptodon. I feel like, Mino, you've told me a fact about the Goregutter in the past, so let's go with the Eruptodon. I don't recognize that name. Hefty Mom, I forgot to tell you when we were talking this morning because it slipped my mind first thing in the morning, but today is also Free Comic Book Day. I'm going to be heading down to the store with my buddy from work at noon to get some free comic books. If you want, because I think typically you can get 5 free comic books, if I remember correctly, and there's usually only 2 or 3 that I want to grab. If you want, Hefty Mom, if you want me to grab a couple extra for all the kiddos, I can do that. If you want me to pick up some kid-friendly comics. And then I'll just give them to you next week while you're here. I've also been playing more Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I have never played the Five Nights at Freddy's games. I know they're pretty popular, but I haven't played them. May the 4th be with you. Who's your daddy? What's going on, Hefty Dad? How you doing today? May the 4th be with you as well. Hatched Marshadow Shinies, you're just killing it. Why is it you get all the cool Pokemon and I just get like 100 Oinkolones? Surprising no one, all of the Pokemon in Poke Rogue that I've been catching, the ones that are closest to having perfect stats at this point are Zigzagoon, Oinkolone, Patrat, Rattata. I hate it when you have to go back to work and WWE goes on today live at 1 p.m. Oh, that stinks. Do people even record things anymore? Is that a thing? I was going to say, can you record it and watch it when you get home? But I don't know if that's something people do. Reptidon is a boulder-class dragon usually residing in volcanoes. Lava is its food source, and it's also needed to hatch its eggs. And as shown in the School of Dragons games, it's fond of fireworms. They sound spicy. That'd be great. I'll do it. I'll do it, Mom. Watch later on VOD, but still have to be live. We went live. No, I get that. I understand why you want to watch stuff live. I mean, there's lots of reasons for that. But, like, I feel like as long as you're, like, avoiding everyone and not having conversations and not getting on the internet and just isolating yourself from the world, then watching the VOD is kind of like watching it live. I know it's not the same, but... Shiny, what'd you get, Mino? What shiny did you get? I shine all the time. Oh, you. With your words. Dab to dab, what's going on? You haven't been on your stream in ages now, but you're surprised I'm still streaming. You thought I'd give up. You thought I'd quit this YouTube nonsense. What's going on? How are you? Really excited for today's show. Just for the crowd, they're in France, and the crowd is electric. I don't have a record feature in your cable package. You'll watch the replay on Peacock at 7 when you get home from work. Well, that's at least you're able to watch it, right? You know, at least even if it's not live, at least you have the capability of watching it. So you got that going for you. I know it's not the same, but at least you're not going to miss out. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. The day after you stop streaming is the day you'll cry yourself to sleep. Well, we don't want that to happen. All right, 45% of you are saying that the crunchy bug on top is going to shine first. We'll see. We're getting dangerously close to double odds. Only 15 checks away. I don't get it. I mean, Omastar, Diggersby, Archon, Tyrantrum, Armaldo, Double. What else? Tangrowth. So many Dragapult, so many shinies I've gotten this way, and so much faster. Shuckle. As soon as I go live, though, on the internet, it's like, nope, no luck for you. Tommy, coming back to the Poliwag party, and you got that purple Poliwhirl now. Thank you so much. Let's get some hype in the chat for Tommy T-Dog. What a wonderful person. Oops. Oh, I got old man back going on today. Like, I move my shoulders and things just start cracking. Got your own debit card, no more prepaid. Nice. Well, I appreciate that you would spend some of your hard-earned money on a membership on my channel. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And now you got access back for all those super neat emotes. You got Shalfa Dusclops yesterday from Permutations and a random Shalfa Lopunny. Dang, Razzie, you're just blowing through the Shalfas lately. You're unstoppable. Ron, I think we're going to go double odds. I think it's going to happen, buddy. It's been so much fun again. I've been thinking about it. You know, just for the funsies, right? Like, just for something new to do. Not so much for the for my personal shiny decks, but just for something different. Exactly, Ron. What the hefty, Ron? Also, are you still hatching rock ruff eggs? Are you sticking with that till you get your third? Oh, Ron. I do also need those unknowns. You're correct about that. Still need one more? Okay. You did go to a wrestling event 2 weeks ago. You like when the wrestlers were dissing each other. They were doing some trash talk. Both a verbal and literal smackdown. You know, I still think the best way for me to get an unknown shiny in a Premier Ball is going to be an Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But I cannot do Dex Nav for cave encounters. I'm just going to have to get really lucky. I'm just going to have to sit there and just do, like, you know, a couple thousand encounters in a row and hope one of them shines. At least until, you know, Let's Go Johto comes out and I can hunt all the different unknown and Premier Balls. Just kidding. They're never going to release that game. What shiny? Dang. We're about to hit it. We're about to hit 1365. We're about to be over odds on each one of these. Or in other words, double odds on either one of these. Do you guys think that alphas are going to make a return in Legends ZA? Or do you think that's a Legends Arceus only thing? Probably won't be cool if they did. It would be cool if they did. I'm with you, Razzie, though. I think Megas are going to replace the Alphas. The remaining remaining huntable shinies, Deoxys and Tapu Lele. That's all I have left to get for my shiny living decks. What I'm working on right now is working on my shiny living Premier decks. Probably some new gimmick. Could be. You can look at your Nintendo Switch. Oh, you can lock the Nintendo Switch. No one can enter the game because you have parental control. It's pretty good for Chem. Oh, because he has kids? Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Especially when Drew McIntyre was dissing Sheamus about his belly, saying instead banger after banger, it was burger after burger. Oh my goodness. What a burn. Burger after burger. Here we go. If neither one of these shines were over double odds, we are over odds on each one individually. Is one of these going to shine? Nope. We are over double odds. Stupid bugs. Well, at least I'm not quadruple odds on a 164 hunt. But thank you guys for the luck. Smash them. I'm gonna smash these bugs, Mom. What are your favorite songs? Yours is Test Drive from How to Train Your Dragons and Loser Baby from Has Been Hotel. I haven't watched Has Been Hotel. I hear it's pretty popular though. There it isn't. Thanks, Hefty Dad. Appreciate that. One of my favorite songs of all time is Disarm by Smashing Pumpkins. I'm also a big fan of Apple Shampoo from Blink 182. If we're talking about movies and TV shows, basically any of the original soundtrack to the show Lost from Michael Giacchino. His music is amazing. There may be a chance that Legends of Z will have alphas. Yeah, there's a chance. We'll see. I got a feeling we're going to get some sort of a trailer for it by mid to late summer. That's my guess. We'll start seeing some gameplay footage mid to late summer. You don't think Has Been Hotels for me? Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty there, Mino. It's totally demonic and you won't watch it? Okay. You want to see the Fall Guy movie? I do too. Okay, it took me a second to think of, because I knew that sounded familiar, but I know what movie you're talking about. Yeah, I do want to see that too. I know Hefty Dad wants to see that too. I remember when they released the first trailer, Hefty Dad sent me a trailer for that. It looks like it's going to be a good one. Is that out yet, or is it coming out this month? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've been to the movie theater, actually. I remember I used to go like at least a few times a month. Did you hear they're rebooting Lost? I've heard rumors about that for a few years. Is that still like rumored, or is it official now, Dad? You're gonna see the Minecraft movie? Oh, are they making a Minecraft movie? It's out now? Okay. Gosh, I remember there was one summer back in '99. I worked in the movie theater. I probably saw 5-6 movies a week. Every person except for me, apparently, Tyler, because I have not played that game. Just shaking your chain. Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that because yeah, I mean there have been rumors about that for a few years. They were going to reboot Lost. (2025 or 2025, 2025 or 2026 Minecraft movie is going to come. Okay, yeah, I'm sure that'll be pretty popular. I'm sure it'll make a lot of money. Chinese, are you still lurking out there? If you are, please say something. If you are not, don't say something. It's heartbreaking. You're doing so good at not crying at one time, and then the VOD you were watching had an alert go off, and it said "put baby in pelican mouth." Caught you off guard. That's a strange sentence. That if I saw that sentence, "put baby in pelican mouth," it would catch me off guard as well. I watched the newest episode of X-Men 97 this morning, continuing the Saturday morning tradition. Excellent episode. I can't say enough good things about X-Men 97. I'm just so happy and impressed with what they've been doing with that show, and I love how the last couple episodes they started to sneak in little cameos or Easter eggs of the rest of the MCU. There's one that almost got by me. I saw a poster in the background for Stark Industries, which is pretty neat. And then, of course, there were a few cameos of characters that I won't say, not to spoil anything for anyone, but a couple of heroes, a couple of villains. It's pretty sweet. Minecraft Bedrock will have hardcore mode soon, but they will do it until they are ready for it. There is no date when it will come out. Okay. You started the third and final season of Bad Batch. Nice. I know your BFF, Big Cheese Thrifts. Huge fan of that. I think you finished watching it. Cheese, I don't know if you're still out there or if you're running around town now, but yeah, I know he's been talking about it. Disney Plus also let me know when I started that episode of X-Men 97 this morning that the new season of Doctor Who will be coming apparently exclusively to Disney Plus in the US with the new Doctor, which I think I had heard rumblings about them getting a new Doctor, but I didn't really know if that was true or not, but obviously it is because I just watched the trailer with the new Doctor. You need to watch One Piece. I haven't picked up One Piece in a while. I think I'm still somewhere around 150 or 160 episodes, somewhere around there. So like 10% done. I don't think these shinies exist. I think my game's broken. I think there was a ghost update, a shadow update where they locked these two. I think I'm doing this wrong. Something's happening. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Always starts my weekend off on a high note. You need to get Twitter to watch WWE Speed? Is that the only place where they show it? I didn't realize that. I didn't know that Twitter had exclusive content for stuff like that. Or X, or whatever you want to call it. Is anybody calling it X? Or did everyone basically say, Elon, we don't care what you want, we're just going to keep calling it Twitter? That was the worst rebranding ever. I mean, Twix. Yeah, Twix, that would be a good one. I haven't even checked since it became X. I don't even know if my account is still there. I mean, it's been inactive for a long time, but I don't even know if it still exists. You ordered a LeChonk t-shirt for yourself? That's so cool. Still no bug. Still no bug, Matt. I don't know what's going on. This is by far the longest soft reset hunt I've done for a static spawn in this game. And it's the freaking bugs. It's not even anything good, Matt. How you doing? I mean, I've gotten so many shinies using this method so quickly, but for some reason these two stupid bugs. If you're a channel member, can we get some cool boy Mantike emotes in the chat, please? You're gonna get a LeChonk plushie, very cool. Sir Quackington, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you, Ron. You gotta go? Alright, Mighty Munchkin, thank you for being here. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Yeah, Matt. They're definitely different spawns. Um, we'll do a quick check just to confirm. But like if this was 1,000 checks ago, I would say yes, definitely. But I'm at that point in the hunt where my brain's turning to mush. I'm second guessing myself, but I know that they are different. All right, we got 2 boys. Let's see what we get on this one. If you want to watch that cutscene, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in order to understand what you're talking about, then recommend do that. Obviously up to you. All right, sounds good, Tyler. Always get stirred and have to second guess yourself on long hunts like this. Exactly. That's exactly it, Matt. Gotta go play your submarine game. Those ships aren't going to sink themselves. Have a good one. You too, Dad. Thanks for being here. Go sink them ships. All right, there's a female on top. All right, so we know Karrablast is definitely a different one. Let's see if we can get a female Shelmet to confirm that one's a different one. Be afraid you set up wrong even though you're almost sure you didn't. Exactly. Exactly. So we just confirmed that the Karrablast is definitely different spawns each time. We still don't have confirmation on the Shelmet, but we'll get that now. And there's a female Shelmet. Yep, so they are in fact different spawns. So in case anyone's wondering, it is possible if you do this incorrectly, if you set this up incorrectly, what'll happen is I would be resetting on the same exact Pokemon each time. Same stats, same nature, same ability, same gender, etc. And if that were the case, then it would be impossible for it to shine because it would be the same one each time. If you ever question yourself like that, a quick way to do it is if the Pokemon you're hunting for can be male or female, just do a couple of checks and, until you see both genders for that Pokemon. If the gender changes, you know you're good. If you get a bunch in a row that are the same gender, don't freak out yet. The next thing to do would be to start catching that Pokemon. Catch it with like a Master Ball or something, and write down what its nature, ability, and stats are. Reset the game, catch another one, check see what its nature, ability, and stats are. If they match, you're probably resetting over the same Pokemon. If they don't match, then you're golden. Stat and ability checks easy to do. Yeah, exactly. So after gender, the next thing you should do is like ability and nature and stats. You can check real quick. Like it doesn't even have to be all the stats. You can like just memorize like what the attack stat is, and the next check, see if it's the same attack stat. That would be a more definitive check than nature and ability. Because ability can certainly be the same for a whole bunch in a row. Nature's less likely, but that could be. But stats, that's really going to be the defining characteristic. If that's changing at all, then you're good. I felt so certain we were going to get one today. I even told Hefty Mom on the phone this morning. I said, I got a good feeling. I'm pretty confident we're going to get a shiny today. Yet here we are, about to hit 2,800. But Matt, how you been, buddy? What's been going on with you? What are you doing nowadays that you've like finished the shiny living dex twice? I think I'm just one check away from the shiny. I hope you're right, man. How cool would it be to get it on a nice round number like 1400? I'm not sure if I've ever gotten a shiny on a nice round number like that. Enjoying a day of baseball today. Sorry, that one word's getting cut off by the heart. Good old baseball. No shiny on 1400. Son of a gun. I think we're gonna take this up to 1450 on each. That'll take us to 2900. Kid went from T-ball to baseball this year, so it's been a busy Saturdays for me. Oh, that's so awesome, though. It's gotta be a cool feeling watching your little Manti play some baseball. But yeah, I think we're gonna take this up to 1450 each, 2900 total, and then call it a day. I got to get ready for free comic book day. Heading over to the local comic shop at noon, get some free comics, and maybe treat myself to something. You need to go do yours as well. What am I gonna do today, Joyce? Free comic book day at noon. Probably grab some lunch while I'm out. Some laundry. If the weather holds out, I can't tell yet if it's gonna hold out or not. I need to mow the lawn again. I just mowed the lawn on last Sunday, and by Wednesday, my backyard was overrun with dandelions. It's ridiculous. I've never, until I owned a house and had to worry about the lawn care, I've never noticed how quickly dandelions grow. I mean, the grass is still short as can be. It's grown a little bit the past week. Like, I'm going to give it a trim. But those dandelions are like a foot tall. You love dandelions so much? Ari, you are more than welcome to come to my house and take them. I'll send Val over to eat dandelions. That is one nice thing about the dandelions, Joyce, is I know I sent you pictures before. I have a bunny that lives around the house. I don't know exactly where it lives, but in the mornings I'll see it out there eating the dandelions, just nomming down. Going to the local game store and do some shopping. Nice. Are there any games out there right now you're thinking about picking up, Matt? Using the Lechonk for the hog calling contest for the Barnesville Pumpkin Festival. There you go. That's a good idea, Tommy. But no, other than that, some laundry, some stuff around the house. Hefty Mom's going to be here on Friday. I know it's impossible to get the house clean enough that she won't have any cleaning to do. She will always find something. But I figure I can, do a good spring cleaning at the house so that there's not so much for her to do, and maybe she'll actually relax. Kelsey, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, thank you. Had some bootleg games last time you were there, and you beat the Emerald, so you got to your liking their quality, so maybe grab one or two more. There you go. You'd like to try eating dandelions, the whole thing is edible. I have heard that. I know that you can eat dandelions. I know there's some special dishes that include dandelions. The only thing I wouldn't want to eat, Ari, is when the dandelions, get the white head when they start looking like Gossifleur. I'm sorry, when they start looking like Eldegoss. When they start looking like Eldegoss, I would not want to eat that because I feel like those spores will get stuck in my throat and just tickle me until I die. Those are for making wishes. You're right about that. They're good. They're good. They're good wish making tools. So for $20, you might grab a Crystal or a DS1 if they still got them. I still need to see about a Mother's Day game for someone. Ooh, I wonder who you could be talking about. Let's use them as parachutes. Oh my gosh, Aerie. Galactic Admin Ariana. Ants use them as parachutes. That is the most adorable image. Now, ants are a type of bug. And speaking of bugs, what is going on with these shinies? Why aren't they here yet? You sure did, Nightbot. Certain Yoshi's Crafted World for some kiddo and mom game time. Nice. So Matt, what position does Mantike Jr. play? You're going to be painting today. You got to finish some so you can order some new ones. Nice. Yeah, does anyone else have big plans for the day? Hopefully watching the Derby with your fam. Is the Derby today? Currently, he plays outfield, kicking up dirt and dancing. Ah, that's the same position I played. If Hefty Dad was still here, he could tell you all about it. I played deep outfield, left outfield. And I would make sure that there was a patch on the outfield that was completely devoid of all grass and weeds. Tacos in the oven. Oh, I could go for some tacos today. It actually sounds really good. Maybe I could swing by Qdoba. Going to a sushi bar as a belated birthday celebration with Ricky's immediate family. Oh, that sounds lovely, Ari. That sounds wonderful. See, I think the nice thing about having your birthday on a weekday is it gives you a valid excuse to make it a multi-day event. Like, you got to get through the birthday weekend, right? Like, if your birthday's on a Saturday, that's fantastic. But if your birthday's like on a Thursday or Friday, then it's like a multi-day celebration. An 8U team, we used to be on a 6U team, so him and the other younger ones kind of got a spot in the back. They play. I get you. Didn't have enough kids to do the correct team, so they put on a slightly older team. I understand. I get that. Your birthday's on a Wednesday this year. That means you get at least you get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Your mom celebrates the entire month of August as her birthday month. As some of you may guess, she's a Leo, not a Virgo. Makes sense. Birthday month is a little excessive. I know a lot of people that celebrate a birthday week. A birthday month, that's goals. That's big goals. Your birthday is on a Sunday this year. Kelsey, if you want, you can take the entire week. You be Virgo? I'm a Cancer. So we got a Cancer, we got a by proxy Leo, and we got a Virgo all here at the same time. When is my birthday this year? I don't know if Eric is still here. Eric's actually celebrating a birthday today. My birthday is on a Monday. Elsie, you're a Cancer too? I didn't know that. Tommy, you're a Leo as well. Okay. Your baby sister Bella is a Virgo, but your mom literally tried pushing her out a few days early so that she'd be a Leo like her. I would have been a Leo, but I decided that I couldn't wait any longer and I wanted to hurry up and meet my parents. And so I popped out a little bit before I was fully baked. I'm literally the last day of Cancer. If I was born even, and I was born in the evening, so if I was born even 7 hours later, I would have been a Leo. I never really thought about that. No, truth of the matter is, I was it was the summer of 1980, and there was a heat wave in Georgia. So my poor mother was super pregnant in the middle of this heat wave, and I think her body just said, "Nope, I'm done," and out I popped. You're the last day of Virgo as well? That's crazy. Your cousin Sean was 3 months premature. She has lasting effects like her lungs being wonky. Aw. Poor little girl. I think I was like just a few weeks early. I can't exactly remember. I think it was just a few weeks for me. Yeah, 3 months premature is insane. Chem Nation with the 16 months of membership. How are you, sir? Happy Saturday to you. And may the 4th be with you. Cam, these stupid bugs will not shine. This isn't a hunt for a legendary. It's not a hunt for a pseudo. It's not a hunt for a mythical. It's not even a hunt for a fully evolved Pokemon. It's a hunt for 2 stupid first stage bugs, and neither one of them will shine. Saturday good, but not even 6 SOS shiny last night? What the heck? You didn't even get 6? Were you even trying? What number am I ending on? 1450 for each. That'll take us to 2900 total. I would go to 1500, but I am meeting my friend at noon at the comic shop, so I gotta get ready for that. And I just feel like if we go to 1500, that won't give me enough time. Not really, but still. It's crazy. It's crazy, Kim. Right before stream, I was playing on my phone and I popped into Pokemon Go to just, get my daily research done or whatever. And so I was just clicking on what was in the backyard, and I was like, I swear to everything holy, if one of these things shines right before I start this bug stream, I'm going to be angry. You'll wait to start your chores? Yeah, it'll be probably just another 10-15 minutes. How is that old guy? He's doing well, Cam. He says hi. He was asking how you and the family were doing last time I saw him. He asked again if you're still interested in that mint condition copy of Captain Canuck #1. John Streckert, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Got some Pokemon cards getting graded at the moment. Oh, sweet. Which ones? And how much does that cost? Like, I know how the basic pricing works with comic books and getting them graded. If the value is under a certain amount, it's just a set cost. If the value is over a certain amount, it's a percentage of that amount. How does it work with cards? I mean, I would assume it would be the same concept, but I don't know for certain. I'm sure if that is the case, the fixed cost, like the lower end, like the cost floor would probably be a lot less for a card than a comic, just because there's a lot less material involved in grading those. Degree grading was a 5 for $50 deal, not PSA or CGC. Their slabs look amazing. Nice. Slabs, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, there's a lot less material that goes into slabbing a card than a comic, obviously, because a comic book is much larger than a card is. That's not bad. 5 for 50. That seems like a pretty reasonable price to get some cards graded. I gotta remember to pick up some more comic book boxes at the store too. I need some more long boxes. Cheese, welcome back. Big Cheese Thrifts, you missed it. Hefty Dad was here, and he was talking about how he just started watching season 3 of The Bad Batch. So 5 cards sent in. How many you reckon were Mantine? I'm gonna say at least 4. The 5th one's a Mantike. I thought you did watch it, Cheese. I thought you had already blown through that. Yes, Matt is extremely southern. He has, like, talking with Matt in person reminds me of being back down the south more than anything has since I moved to Pennsylvania. And I mean that as a compliment, Matt. I absolutely love your accent. It's Southern Canadian. Oh, I was gonna say something. Now I forgot what it was. Oh well. Oh no, I do. Matt. I got a question for you, Mr. Mantine Matt, biggest Mantike fan I've ever met. What are your thoughts on Remoraid? One Mantine, one Mantike. Nice. You're not sure what that's in reference to? Uh, what? When I was talking about his accent? What were the other two cards, Matt? Or the other three, I should say. I can't count. You love the original design of Remoraid when it was a legit water pistol, right? That was pretty cool. Oh, so okay, gotcha. Southern, yeah. I mean, it's. I think probably. I mean, I'm sure it's this way in like any country. There's certain words that are very. The meaning is very localized, right? I mean, that's really fair. Yeah, Southern U.S. is Matt, but no, you're totally right. It's like in Game of Thrones. Ooh, I love that shiny Senza Scorch. That looks great. Ooh, that Steelix looks really cool too. Of course, the Pikachu is nice. Like in Game of Thrones, when someone comes down below the wall and calls someone from Winterfell a Southerner. Actually, no, I think it was Ygritte talking to Jon Snow and called Jon Snow a Southerner, and he's like, "What are you talking about? I'm from the North." And Egret's like, "I'm from north of the wall. You're all Southerners to me." Good morning, Brooke. How are you? Exactly, Ari. You're more Southern than the South. Jasmine Steelix and the Secret Illustration Mantite card. Yeah, I saw it in the back there. I saw the Mantite card in the back. I could just peep the top of it. But that's really cool, Matt. Brooke, how you doing this morning, my dear? Tyler Shanks, thank you for the Kirklerks. Yeah, like where Ari is, she would consider Mexico the North. Pikachu was McDonald's promo card. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's the little one's card. Gotcha. Making your coffee and getting ready for your nephew's birthday party. Did you have to make a cake for this one, Brooke? I know you're like the cake lady. Also, the construction lady. I can't believe the damage you put in to that house, getting everything ripped down to get fixed up. You're trying to keep context prioritized because both Americans and British people say Southerner regardless of who they're talking to. That's very true. You're absolutely right, Ari. It was extremely exhausting. I would have died if I did the work that you put in. Yeah, that's for the U.S. That's basically the dividing line. Yeah, Mason Dixon. You're kind for thinking I have any clue what that is. East Coast, West Coast, North, Midwest, and the South. So basically, Ari, if you were to take a horizontal line and draw it through Virginia, that would be it. Yeah, Brook's pretty south. So let me ask this. Let me ask this then, because I'm not sure if I've ever known the answer to this. Would Texas be considered South or Midwest? Texas would be considered South? I would imagine in my head that probably Texas would be considered South and Oklahoma? I don't know. I don't know if I would consider Oklahoma South or Midwest. LA is West South? That's true. You're in LA right now, Matt? Brooke, you'd say Midwest? Midwest for Oklahoma? But like, most of Oklahoma is like at the same level as the top of Texas. You know what I mean? Like, Oklahoma and Texas, like Oklahoma is like side by side with Texas. Like I said, I don't know what I would call those. I'm just kind of, I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying this is why I don't know what to call them. But I typically trust everything Brooke says. She's pretty smart. So if Brooke says Oklahoma's Midwest, I'm going to go with Midwest. But I hope you understand my confusion. Val paints with you, and you told her you're getting painting, so she's been bouncing. Nice. What a mess! What an absolute mess, Ari. Why can't the country just be divided up into equally sized cubes or squares? Just make it a grid. Like, you know, four corners where Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, and Colorado meet. Why can't that be like the rest of the country as well? How cool is that concept, though? You can literally go to the Four Corners, I don't know, memorial? I don't know what the right term is. And you can stretch out and you can be in 4 states at the same time. You've only lived on the East Coast. You feel like when referencing the South, most people consider everything from the border of Texas and Louisiana to the Carolina of the South and up to the Mason-Dixon. Yeah. So like in my mind, when we're talking about the U.S., the South is actually, in my mind, southeast. Like, I would consider the South the southeast portion of the country. Like, I wouldn't consider in my mind, I wouldn't consider like New Mexico, Arizona, and the lower half of California. I wouldn't consider that the South. All right, there, Mr. Hunger Games. All right, fair enough. Honeybee is laying on her back with all her paws up in the air, and her little toe beans are so cute. It makes your eyes tear up. That's adorable, Ari. You've lived in Louisiana most of your life and North Carolina for a bit? Florida is basically just New York on vacation permanently. That's true too. Even though it's literally the southest of the southeast. I don't really consider Florida the South. I'm from the South, California, exactly. Like, I guess Florida is south, but it's not the south. I guess. I don't know. Geography's weird. Our country's weird. Everything's weird. Oh my gosh, Brooke, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, we only got 2 checks left, which is absolutely crazy, insane bonker sauce. While we do these last 2 checks, I just want to say a couple things. I would like to say thank you to James the Catboy for the 11 months, Rianne for the 5 gifted memberships, Evelyn for the 5 months of membership, Gaming Shrieko for the 1 month, Mino for 13 months, Tommy, T-Dog, Lindell rejoining the Poliwag Party, and Chem Nation for the 16 months. Thank you all so much. And thank you to everyone for being here and keeping me company while I go through all this garbage with these 2 bugs. But here we go. Here's going to be the last check of the stream. If neither one of these shine, we're sadly going to continue this hunt tomorrow. Here we go. Can we get a shiny on the last check? No, we cannot. We're going to be continuing this for a 6th stream. My goodness gracious. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Big love to the mods. They always do a fantastic job, and I don't say that nearly enough. And hope everyone enjoys your day. If you're doing the Pokemon Go event, hope that goes well for you. Make sure you hit up your local comic book store today for free comic book day. May the 4th be with you. And I will see y'all on the next one. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. Take care and bye-bye.